The fight of 1960 versus 2377 is about to begin, so in today's video we are going to be doing the good old classic Ploto gaming account review, where we go through our stats, resources, and speedups to compare and contrast before the KVK versus after. We are currently at 104 million power at 19 billion kill points. I definitely want to hit the 20 billion. Last KVK said I would, I couldn't, but I don't actually really have a KP goal this KVK because our KP goal is going to be getting more than Redline and Cortex because we have a KP competition going on with the two of them. Anyways, going back to the kill points, this is the kill breakdown. You can see that I have 832 million T5 kills, so definitely a lot of my T5 kills. A lot of my kills, rather, are T5. Going into the more info, you can see that we are an A in terms of power, S in terms of everything except for armaments, and this is, I believe, KVK wide. So yeah, it is pretty interesting to see that 104 million power in this KVK is A. So I guess that just shows how powerful everyone is in this KVK. We could go see that we are at 32.2 million deads, as well as 46.4 billion resources gathered. And yeah, we'll definitely be trying to get this up, maybe 35 million. But we're definitely going to be taking a lot of deads this KVK, specifically against 2377. Let us go into our troops, and this is actually the most amount of power I've ever had, thus the most amount of troops I've ever had. I'm at 1.6 million T5 infantry, 1.8 million T5 cavalry, and 1.4 million T5 archers. All right, let us go into our crystal tech. This is before we bought to the mountain warfare, so hopefully we will be able to continue to upgrade this. We are call to arms 1 to 10. Right now I am on the marching orders attack formations blockade, where when we get that mountain warfare we should be able to max out attack formations, hopefully get our marching orders up so that we can get more call to arms, and that will be our plan here. And then of course get a little bit of improved morale and some more special medicines. I don't know how many crystals and how far we'll be able to get, but hopefully we'll be able to get pretty far in terms of crystal tech. Alrighty, let us look at the items. You can see here in terms of resources, we have a pretty decent amount: 25.7 billion food, 25.4 billion wood, 26.6 billion stone, and 21 billion gold. I think this will last me the KVK. If not, then hopefully, you know, I could pick up some resources from some more farm accounts. I also have some pick ones as well, which is not calculated, so I think I should be able to survive this KVK. As for speed ups, I'm at 2.5, pretty much 2.6 thousand days of universal speed ups. I think that should last me in the KVK as well, although I do know a lot of people that have more speed ups than me. But I am also running France, so hopefully with France we should be good. Again, France giving the extra healing speed and all of that, so we should be good with the extra 20% healing speed, and we'll hopefully the speed ups will last. If not, then I don't know, we'll have to like barb chain or something in the middle of KVK to heal up some of our troops. Boosts and stuff, we are pretty low on advanced expansions, pretty low in defense, but we could just gem those whenever we need to. We did armaments and equipment in a previous video. And then in terms of AP, I'm pretty much at 400k AP left. Yes, I wasn't able to grind all of my AP. I mean, I'm probably gonna kill some more barbs after this, but yeah, this is, I mean, we're doing pretty decent in terms of honor. The way that you could look at it in this KVK, because everyone is maxing tech, that means that there are 24 people in this KVK that have better tech than me, including Cortex, by the way. But yeah, we are up there in terms of honor, but we definitely could have pushed a little bit more. But I think we should be okay with tech regardless. Finally, let us look at some potential commanders that we may be using for this KVK. Starting off with archers. The archer commanders that I'm planning to be using in this KVK is 100% going to be Zhuge Liang. I'm definitely not going to bench my Zhuge Liang. He is still a killer. 70 million kills, 70.7 million kills gained in Zhuge Liang in just a little bit less than 2 years. So definitely a very strong commander and still super meta relevant. I am going to be using Ashurbanipal in this KVK as well. I don't know if he'll be part of my 5 March lineup, but he'll definitely be part of my 6 March lineup. You can see that Ashurbanipal at 23.9 million kills over there, and we started using him about a year ago, so not too shabby for Ashurbanipal. The next commander that we are 100% going to be using is going to be Hermann Prime. Hermann Prime, especially in Siege of Orleans, with Tomera's skill as I think the 4th auxiliary skill, super strong in the open field so that we can use his expertise more. 49.2 million kills on him. And I'm not too sure if I'll be using YSG this KVK. We'll probably bench him, but just in case we use him, we have 63.9 million kills. The good old classic. Don't even know when we recruited him, or we don't even know when we expertised him, because that's how long it's been since we've expertised him. And then maybe we'll use Nebu as well, and Nebu at 26.2 million kills. I'm probably not going to be using Nebu. I'll probably not even use the YSG and just opt with the Philip. Talking about Philip, we could go ahead and go to our one leadership commander that will be using this KVK in the open field, which is Philip. Philip last KVK, whatever I ran with him just worked well. I used Ashurbanipal Philip, that worked well. I used a Liu Che Philip, that worked well. This KVK, I'm probably going to be using Zhuge Liang with Philip, and you can see he only has 3.3 million kills because we expertised him halfway through the last KVK. So we pretty much only used him during Kingsland, getting that 3.3 million kills in like maybe a day and a half of action. Not too shabby, but we'll try to get that number up for sure in this KVK. The next unit type we'll be looking at is Cavalry. The first commander that we're definitely going to be using, this is probably going to be part of my 5 March murder ball. We have Hua Qibing at 57.4 million kills, an absolute killer for Hua Qibing. You could see that the expertise time's a bit wrong because I use the skill reset sometimes to unexpertise him and expertise him. He's probably the weirdest commander in the game where he's actually better without the expertise on the open field. What we're going to be pairing with Hua Qibing is going to be Arthur. Hua Arthur is one of the better, if not one of the best Cav marches, probably outside of Arthur with Philip. I just don't have Delta formation to run Arthur primary, but you can see with Arthur we have 3.5 million kills, and again he was recruited around the same time we recruited Philip last KVK, so definitely looking to get more kills with Arthur there. Nevsky has fallen off, but I'm still I don't know if I'm going to be using I probably still will use Nevsky. I probably will still use Nevsky. He was the first SOC commander that I ever expertised. 111.6 million kills on the Nevsky. Absolutely a beast before. Now kind of getting, people are saying he got shadow nerfed. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, we're probably going to be running the Nevsky out there as well as the Joan of Arc. I don't know if they'll be paired together, but Joan of Arc we're definitely going to be running. 92.7 million kills. Definitely still one of those AoE nukes with the first skill and the 4th skill synergizing so that you just get double procs of 2k AoE. Skill damage is pretty strong. The next commander we'll be looking at is William the Conqueror. He's probably only going to be brought out once we have 7 marches. He's going to be riding the bench until then, but he's at 71.8 million kills over there. So I've had him for quite some time, but still quite the killer as well. And then Belisarius. I mean, Belisarius didn't perform well for me last KVK, but I mean, I'm still probably going to be running him. I don't really have a better 7th March. Maybe once I get some siege units in there, but I currently don't have the siege yet, so I might be bringing out the Joan of Arc Belisarius Prime. We'll have to see. Subscribe to the channel when I do pick my 7 marches so that you guys could have some input. But you can see we have 13.5 million kills on the belly. Haven't really been using him too much in the open field, but for 7 marches, especially with his expertise, just so much all damage. I don't know, man. I feel like it would be kind of a waste not to use him. The final troop type we'll be looking at is, I don't know, might be one of the strongest troop types in the game right now. Liu Che is going to be that first infantry commander that I will for sure be running. It might be Liu Che with Alex, or it might be Liu Che with Philip. We'll switch it up here and there, but he is at 85.8 million kills. Definitely a lot of kills for Liu Che. Then we could go ahead and look at our Ragnar. Ragnar, I believe I maxed him in the start of last KVK, so it was 7.9 million kills. Pretty decent for 1 KVK, but definitely trying to get more kills on him. We're definitely going to be using the CPO. CPO is the commander that I have the most kills in. He was the 2nd commander I maxed when I entered SOC at 113.7 million kills, barely eclipsing the Nevsky, but eclipsing him nonetheless. And then that 4th infantry commander is going to be the Alex, 51.8 million kills on the Alex. I mean, he's been a good old classic. You could see I expertised him in 2021, so probably during my KVK 2 or KVK 3, and he is still relevant out in the open field, and we're going to be maxing him in and pairing him rather with the Liu Che and Alex so that we can do some extra damage over there. I'm probably going to have the Guan Yu continue to ride the bench. He's at 72.5 million kills. I'm just showing this just in case we do decide to use a 3rd infantry march, but I sincerely doubt we will. And yeah, that is it for my commanders. The pass for this KVK is going to be opening super soon. When I post this video, it might be 3 hours, 2 hours, even 1 hour before the pass opens, and I'll definitely be streaming it. The link to the stream will be in the description as well as in the end screen, and you can see that we're going to be going head to head against 2377, our rivals for this KVK. And there will also be some action up here with 1093 1365, which is absolutely insane. So be sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.